All right, guys, I wanted to get you a quick update on where we're at with Project Hellstang, which is my 94 turbo Mustang. So in a few other videos, I showed you guys pulling out the whole rear end of the Mustang. We rebuilt the Ford 8.8, threw in new gears, whole bunch of stuff, and I finally got it all fixed. I got it all put back under the car. I didn't film any of it, but I'm just gonna take you guys through right now kind of what we got done. All right, check it out. So we went with, we got basically everything under here is brand new, right? So we've got new rotors, just some cheapies off eBay. We've got Ford Taurus rear caliper. So the Ford Taurus rear caliper has a little bit bigger piston, and so that's why we went with that. Super inexpensive upgrade. Painted them all, high temp blue. Then we've got the Stifflers stainless steel brake line. We got Lakewood drag shocks out back. I think they're the 9010s. We got a UMI Performance lower control arm setup. So this actually positions the lower control arm. It's got some extension brackets down. And these are some Eibach lowering springs. I think they're like a 1 inch or 1.5 inch lowering spring. I just wanted to bring in the wheel gap just a little bit. We do have 28 inch tall drag radials. So I'm hoping that it'll fill up pretty nicely. And then we've just got some Chinese, cheapy adjustable upper control arms. And, so I was able to set the pinion angle, all that good stuff, stock sway bar still. And a lot of the stuff I just, like stock sway bar, just threw some paint on it so it looks nice. And then, of course, we've got, what do we do? 31 spline axles, 430 gears, 03 Cobra center section, with clutches, all that stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So, of course, we already have an aluminum FRPP drive shaft in there. So, yeah, so basically the whole rear end's new. Oh, I almost forgot. And then, of course, BMR. So I ended up throwing on these BMR tubular torque box reinforcement. So you've got this one here that goes from the upper control arm up into the frame, ties in, these are just bolt in. And then there's actually another bar up top which goes across the center on the other side of where the upper control arms bolt in. So just kind of strengthens all that up. And then of course we had also, you can't see it, but we did put in a bunch of torque box reinforcement plates. We welded all those in inside the car and outside the car. So tack welded a lot of stuff I could. So this whole rear end should be pretty stout, and our goal is only making around 500 wheel horsepower. So nothing crazy. So should be able to hold that pretty good. Now, one of the reasons I went with the Ford Taurus rear calipers, you might be saying, why'd you put on a bigger piston? Well, the reason is we're going to be upgrading the front calipers and rotors as well. And so I'll do another video, but we're going to be installing, these are 4-piston Brembo calipers from the Cadillac ATS. I think they're also on like 2013-ish Camaros. So these are just factory brakes. You can get these things super inexpensive. And then there's a company that makes these special inserts. You can see how it kind of offsets the bolt location, the bolt hole, to make it work for Mustangs and just bolt right on without any issues. And then you can run stock 13-inch Cobra rotors with these as well. So here's a quick view. These are my factory GT rotors. I don't know, what are these, 11 inches? And then of course the factory caliper. So just to give you an idea of what that all looks like right there. And here we have our Brembo calipers with the 13-inch Cobra rotor. So, I mean, check it out, man. It's freaking looking sweet. And then these things are just going to be really nice for serviceability. You just slide the pads in and out. I mean, it's just so much nicer. So we also got Stifflers brake lines up front here too. Got the red, which I really dig. Oh, and then I also am swapping out tubular lower control arms. And we got some polyurethane bushings for the sway bars and for the sway bar end links. So did all that. So I'll do another video on that stuff for you guys.